On October 29, between 10:15 to 10:22 p.m. KST, the Yongsan Fire Station received multiple reports of a crush accident or a human stampede taking place in Itaewon, a district in Seoul, South Korea, well known for its annual Halloween celebrations. By 6 a.m., the South Korean National Fire Agency confirmed in an official briefing at the scene that 149 persons had died. What actually happened in the span of 8 hours? Thousands of Halloween celebrators pack the streets of Itaewon. The district of Itaewon tried to prepare itself for Halloween 2022, the first no-mask required event in 3 years following the COVID-19 pandemic. Expecting over 100,000 plus visitors, Itaewon dispatched over 200 plus officers for the weekend of October 28 to 31, though it was originally to prevent crimes such as illegal filming and abuse. The police officers were also expected to strengthen the crackdown on crimes associated with drugs. A stampede in a tight alleyway leads to a crowd surge. In a tight alleyway, next to the landmark Hamilton Hotel, Itaewon visitors started falling on top of each other as the crowd continued to push. The situation escalated quickly as this alleyway, later reported to be around 4 meters in width, barely enough to fit a sedan, has a slight grade. Caught between the crowd coming out of the hotel and the crowd coming out of the Itaewon subway station exits 1 and 2, around 50 plus victims showed signs of suffocation and cardiac arrest. At this point, around 10:15 to 10:22 p.m., the first round of reports were made to the Yongsan Fire Station. Emergency officials reportedly received at least 81 calls reporting difficulty of breathing. Ambulances are dispatched but have difficulty moving through crowds. Over 142 first responder vehicles were mobilized to handle the emergency situation. Against the crowd, however, EMTs had extreme difficulty accessing the scene of the crowd surge. It's Halloween night and Itaewon has been packed since earlier. Impossible to move in the streets, crowds spilling onto the roads. Meanwhile, the internet saw clips of ignorant partygoers in the streets dancing and singing, blocking access and creating traffic as fire trucks and ambulances attempted to administer aid to those in need. EMTs begin administering CPR to those in cardiac arrest. Lacking the space and personnel to handle the crowd surge, the emergency medical technicians began administering CPR to the victims at the scene on the streets of Itaewon. Social media platforms, like Twitter, saw disturbing footage emerging showing dozens of people lying on the floor receiving CPR from emergency services. Official reports of casualties come in, along with images of victims on the streets. During the second briefing, around 3 a.m., the South Korean National Fire Agency revealed that there had been 120 confirmed deaths and 100 injured. Choi Song-bum, the head firefighter of the Yongsan Fire Station, also commented that the number of casualties will rise, as some of the rescued individuals who have been hospitalized are in critical condition. 45 out of the 120 deceased victims were sent to the Wonham multi-purpose gym, said to be because of the lack of beds in the dozens of ERs in the medical centers around Seoul that took in the victims from the incident. KCSI at the scene were said to be working on identifying the victims. At this point, the Yongsan Fire Station shot down the groundless online speculations that there had been a gas leak causing the mass casualties.